Krishnadevaraya, a warrior king, or should we say that not only a warrior king, because he has contributed immensely in the art and architecture of Vijayanagar Empire. He is the person who led the expense of this empire to the extent that it is known in the world over by in the documents of various foreign travelers also, and his contributions are so immense that we need to cover him accordingly, because this is also important for the exam purpose, and there are various recent news with respect to the contribution of Krishnadevaraya. So let's begin with the topic and talk about Krishnadevaraya, and before that let's talk about the Vijayanagar Empire itself, because that will give us a perspective. So regarding Vijayanagar Empire, it has established itself as a Hindu kingdom in the South India, specifically the peninsular region, and having a constant fight with the Bahmani Empire also. So there were various kingdoms various dynasties which basically helped to flourish the art and architecture during this time period. If we talk about the various kingdoms, so we have around three main kingdoms here, that is Sangma dynasty, then Sulva, and then the Tullava Empire or Tullad dynasty. So all these dynasties contributed immensely in the art and architecture also, but Vijayanagar Empire's main contributor, or among the main contributor, was the Krishnadevaraya. Regarding his contribution, बहुत सारे foreign travelers हुए, whenever they came to this land, they was amazed to see the beauty and the glory of the Vijayanagar Empire, because it is seen that it is a well established empire and a wealthy empire. Even the smaller officials has big houses and the palaces and all. And if we refer to the various accounts of these travelers like Niccolo Conti or Fernando Nones or Domingo Pease or Dario Barbosa or Abdul Razak, all of them has written down exhaustively about this kingdom. So ऐसा क्या था इस kingdom में, और specifically कृष्णदेवराया के kingdom में या उनकी art and architecture की contribution में, आइए देखते हैं. So सबसे पहले अगर मैं बात करूं about his contribution, so the world famous, if I say so, the world famous temple of Tirupati has been been a contribution of the Krishnadevaraya. Now he is not only led to the development of this temple, but he had added various features to this temple also. Like a very unique feature of the Dravidian style of temple architecture is the Gopuram. So the Gopuram which are being added by Krishnadevaraya are known by the name itself, that is Raya Gopuram. So that is his contribution, that the various famous temples of South India, he if the temples are already existing, then he used to create a new Gopuram over there, and that shows about the glory also, because if you see the South Indian temples, in many of the temples, we will talk about the examples also. So you will see that the Gopurams is so beautifully carved, and so intricacies are being involved there, that it looks distinctive. It looks very beautiful and distinctive feature of the temple. Now similarly, if we talk about the recent developments, so Telangana government is kind of developing a temple which is otherwise established by Krishnadevaraya himself, that is called Lakshmi Narayan Swami temple. So this is a temple which is being developed by the Telangana government, and it has some other name also. Maybe in the examination you get this question in the other form or with the other names. So the other names are Yadadri temple or Yadadri Gutta temple. So these are the two names. Now whenever you go for any temple or what you need to remember about this: first, who founded or who developed this temple; second, in which region or which is the place where this temple is constructed, and what is the style of the construction or the art of the school of temple architecture which it is following. So it is a Dravidian style of temple architecture. Then Krishnadevaraya is the main person who developed this temple, and now the Telangana government is developing or redeveloping this whole temple complex. Now the fourth thing which you need to remember about this temple is or for any temple is the chief deity. Who is the chief deity of this temple? For example, Krishnadevaraya was a follower of Vishnu. So the chief deity in this temple was Narasimha Swami. Narasimha Swami, or the Vishnu's avatar in Narasimha form, he is the chief deity, and this is the image if you for the purpose so that you can remember this. So this temple is a contribution. Now it is on the in the news, so this you need to follow. Then accordingly, Tirupati temple I have already explained. Now the other contributions regarding this regarding Krishnadeva Raya with respect to the architecture part specifically. So apart from the Gopurams, or which we are calling it Raya Gopuram, apart from these Raya Gopurams, he also created one additional feature in these temples, that is Kalyan Mandap. Kalyan Mandap, if I show you in this image, you can see this image, that when you are entering a temple, they will in the center you will find one more kind of mandap. So there will be one more mandap, that is called Kalyan Mandap, and it is important with respect to the kind of architecture, the sculpture which are developed over this. Now if you can see in this image, you will see the pillars are being beautifully carved, kind of beautiful carving which is done on them. It is and the kind of detailing which is put into practice, that is amazing, that is amazing to see. So these mandaps are called Kalyan Mandapas. So this is also a contribution of Krishnadeva Raya. Now the other part of this, or if we say the architecture style of Vijayanagar Empire, was whenever the horses are very dominating feature in their architecture or the sculptures, whether you look for the palaces, whether you look for the temples, whenever we see them, we say that the horses are dominantly being shown there. Now what is the purpose? Because I just told you that they were in conflict with the Bahmani Empire, and the horses were very important, and the Vijayanagar Empire has a good trading relation with the Arabs, and they used to supply them the horses and all. So to show them that they have the strength of the horses, and they have a good a large number of horses, or basically the horse become the symbol of wealth also, and the strength also. So they used to portray them in the form of sculptures over their temples also. So this is a unique feature followed in the Vijayanagar Empire. So these are the main contribution with respect to the art and architecture. And there were news regarding one specific temple, which is again the contribution of Krishnadeva Raya, that is Vishupaksha temple in Hampi itself. Now this temple, apart from the other like Vardharaja temple or Ekam Prarantha temple, so these are the various temple which are also been his contribution. But we are going to talk about the specific temple, that is Virupaksha temple, because it was in news. Now what is the news regarding this? That the paintings which are done on the walls are being highlighted. So let's talk about the paintings in this temple. First of all, this is the inner hall of the temple. So Virupaksha temple का ये inner hall है. I am using this image just to show you कि painting कहाँ पर है इसमें. So if you see the pillars, which we have already seen that kind of a detailing and kind of carving is there. If you see on this roof, if you see in this roof, you will find the paintings are being drawn over the roof. So roof is used for the painting, and accordingly on the side margins also, whatever the flat surface they got, they have developed a great amount of painting there also. So this is now we move to this painting. This painting is our subject topic. So let's see about this painting. Now this is one image from this painting from a Virupaksha temple, which is called Maharanga Mantrap. And Maharanga is basically a painting which is identical with the Virupaksha temple. Now in this painting, if you see, then what we can all what is all visible here, which you can make out of it, that is the three devs. If you can see in this image, this is an image of a three dev here also, and you have various subsidiary deities shown in the various other parts. Now interesting part of these paintings is that the three devs are also being shown with their spouses also. So you see the female deities here surrounding the three devs here. So this is the one important and unique feature of Virupaksha temple's painting, which is Maharanga Maharanga portraits or the paintings. So this is the one, this is very important. So you may be asked in the examination regarding this painting and the contribution of Vijayanagar Empire, and specifically the contribution of Krishnadeva Raya, because the Yadadri temple is in news, then the Virupaksha temple is in news. So now you need to know the other details also, like his contribution with respect to the Gopuram. So we are calling it a Raya Gopuram and Asik Kalyan Mandap. So this is the important things which you need to remember. And in the end, let's see the one more image of one more painting here. So apart from the three Devs, we see the other paintings also. So you can see the kind of vibrant color which is being used, and the kind of sense of technology which they have while painting these, because they are still intact. We are talking about the time period of 1400 AD. So that means it is around 600 years or 700 years that these paintings are still intact. So this shows the kind of technology and the advancement they have. So that's a great contribution of Krishnadeva Raya. So this is all for today. We will come with these kind of topics in upcoming series also. Thank you so much. This is Deepak Thakur signing off for today.